There we go. Okay. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a very, very good day. A little bit earlier for a Sunday. You can see Loki's ears right here. He's all excited because he saw that there's treats available for him. So, obviously, the big news that everybody's talking about right now is Trump officially announced the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. Things got spicy in the market real fast all of a sudden. There's this huge fear of missing out going on, and Bitcoin shot back up above 90,000 bucks. Bitcoin, of course, coming up quite a bit. Altcoins are having some crazy moves as well. So if you were dollar cost averaging at all over the last few days, at least what you bought over the last couple of days, now it's in some really great profit here. We're going to be talking about the technical analysis, the news. A lot of the news is circulating on X right now, so that's probably where we're going to spend the majority of our time if it's not on charts. I do have some music playing around a little bit today. This is a celebratory stream though. I'm also streaming at 10 o'clock on a Sunday, and I think I should be able to stream for the next few hours. Give me a second. Give me a second. I have a haircut at 1 o'clock, which means I have to be done with this so we can do 2-hour stream here. Then later on, after I get back from my haircut, I should be able to stream a little bit later on tonight, maybe around 10 o'clock or something like that. I know I have to go up to Seattle later on today to go do some stuff, so that'll be a good time as well. But I'll be in my car making content for you guys, so looking good. So, hey, Jamrock, happy to see my man, Alexandre. Dude, if you're going to drink some whiskey this early, make sure it's a good whiskey right there. And hey, the Dolphin Man, hope you're doing well. Meekers and Villarat, hope you guys are all having a very good day. So let's just kind of hop in and do a quick little look. Because it is early, also, I do have my cigar case right here. Right now, there's just a big pack of tobacco on it. But maybe because it's easier, and I don't have any small cigars on me. All my cigars are like longer, like a Cuerda or something like that. Got some cash in here too, apparently. I might end up just smoking my pipe with you guys right now, and plus the pipe is easier on my throat, to be honest. So literally every cigar I got, it's a freaking massive one. There's nothing small in here. Maybe this one's probably the smallest I got. It's a Year of the Tiger, but it just feels a little bit hard to me, honestly. So I don't know if I really want to smoke it. I might have to have a little bit extra humidity into it, but it's a rare cigar, so you know what I mean. Like you gotta appreciate it. Seriously, I even got my Cuban farm rolls and stuff in here. More tobacco. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I wish I should have got a smaller cigar. That's okay. All right. Anyway, move that to the side for now. Make sure I'm not making any big messes. Oh, tobacco smells so good. All right, let's hop in here very fast so we can see what's going on. This is Bitcoin. You can see it's skyrocketing. So this is the 4-hour chart. We had talked about possibly doing some day trades and stuff like this. But what ended up happening here actually was you can see how we were actually having some trouble with resistance. And then right as the news was coming out this morning, boom, then we were able to have a nice clean breakout. Having a little bit of trouble currently after this massive move, so don't freak out. With our next order block up here around 97,000 bucks, but Bitcoin has made a massive surge. We've gone from like 86,000 all the way up to 95,000. That's a massive move here. And as currently Bitcoin's up $8,000 or about 10%. Right? Again, this is all 4-hour charts. I'm going to take the MACD and stuff off for now. Ethereum, big boom. Oh, that's still Ethereum. Solana, big boom. Dogecoin, big boom. Trump token moving. Trump token's actually up 14%. Melania up 5%. This may be Melania's bottom. Now, I didn't really buy any Melania because I just wasn't sure about it. But I think I'm going to start dollar cost averaging into this one. WIF is up 20%. Bonk is up 11, Mira is up 10, Baby Doge is only up 6%, kind of actually sad here. Book of Meme up 10, Sheeb is up 10. I mean, just massive moves. ADA is up 55% here. And I'm going to tell you something, for all the dollar cost averaging I was doing, I'm finally seeing a profit off the dollar cost averaging here. For the average token, for the dollar cost averaging I've been doing, I have not seen the profit yet, even with the stuff. Like you can imagine Shiba Inu. Yeah, no. I'm not seeing a profit just yet. Trump token. Well, I'm doing more swing trading here, not necessarily the other types. But you go to like XRP. Actually, no. Now I am actually. Yeah. Jesus, sorry. Comp. Yeah, this is more of what I'm looking at here. I still have a long way to go for a lot of mine to become more profitable. But I think what's important here is the last few days when we've been talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or any of these other altcoins out there, we've been saying some very simple things. We said that Bitcoin was bearish, and you can see Bitcoin did follow off on that bearish theory. You guys remember we were talking about the MACD and stuff like that way back over here on Monday the 3rd. You know, we had that move. And then we didn't really have a reason to be excited all, with the bearishness, because we still didn't think Jerome Powell was going to do anything to cut rates. We had bad CPI reports, bad inflation reports, and we were just like, damn, the only thing that can help us here is a big news event. My big news event was saying, hey, Trump may be able to do something with the Ukraine-Russia war. And what ended up happening was a disaster on that front. Zelensky kind of came in here and was disrespectful, at least in my opinion. But the news that I should have been paying attention to was the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. And this is where we have to kind of get into all the news that's going on right now, because it's just flying left and right online. So if you guys go to X right now, Bitcoin and Ethereum trending with 88 is number 1. This is a Sunday news day. Usually politics is all over the place on X on Sunday because of the Sunday political shows. We got Crypto Strategic Reserve. This is over. This is more important to people than the Oscars. Right? That makes more sense. Then you got XRP and ADA, Ethereum and Bitcoin down here, even though it's Bitcoin and Ethereum right there, literally just reversed. So we're looking very, very good here. Now, Watch Your Guru posted a couple hours ago. President Trump announces a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Solana, and ADA. U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration. And then you just see everything shoot up, right? Now, let me see if there's going to be any new news here. Okay. Justin Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says he's glad we're moving past the Biden administration's SEC's very broken thinking, right? More money is going to start flowing in here. Short term, we're still bearish. I just want to let you guys know that as far as technicals, because the weekly chart's still bearish and the daily chart's still bearish. I would say right now, the daily chart is turning into bullish, but I would say maybe it's not even bearish, it's just actually more mixed. The weekly chart is still bearish, which means if we can have good news for the next couple of weeks, I do think you're going to see some really strong movement from Bitcoin, and maybe we can get this shit back on track. But it's only because of the news, because the technicals, of course, were that bad, which is why everybody was like, the bull market is over, stuff like that. And I guess, well, I didn't say the bull market was over, but I was much more like, we can be going into that sideways boring action for a while, which nobody freaking likes. Now, I mean, my thing is just filled with all this type of stuff: politics, crypto, Ukraine, all that type of stuff, right? But right up here it says explore. U.S. crypto reserve excludes. Excludes. Oh. Oh, I think the AI name is kind of weird here. But anyway, I'm going to zoom in here very fast just so we can see some of the posts, so you guys have an idea of what's happening. From there's a phrase for it, like the horse's mouth or something like that. But here we go. President Trump has announced a crypto strategic reserve consisting of Bitcoin and other top cryptocurrencies. This consists with his week 1 EO executive order 14178. President Trump is keeping his promise to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. More to come at the summit. So we are having a crypto summit apparently. I don't know how to get tickets to that one, but I'm not paying for shit. David Sachs is the crypto czar, in case any of you guys did not know that. This is going to be huge news. I don't think I've seen much more being posted from him. I know this is a big news day and everybody's talking about the Ukraine catastrophe stuff that happened in the last few days. But yeah, there's this summit happening here very soon on March 7th. So I'm very curious to see what they talk about here, or if we're going to get more, what would you want to call it? Just more updates. Because if you recall, they had a press conference with some of the senators a few weeks ago. Maybe some of you guys were watching it with me. It was abysmally bad, and I mean very, very bad. There was no new news. It was very boring. They didn't really know what they were talking about, the senators. And so we were all just left like, Jesus, these are a bunch of old guys that don't even know what the blockchain is. They don't even know what Bitcoin is. And then, of course, David Sachs came in and maybe did a little bit of a highlight for us, but it was a very small nugget, and Twitter blew it up because that's the only thing that came out of that meeting. So perhaps this crypto summit will just be a little bit better for us than what we saw before, because that press conference, I don't know if you guys remember, it was just bad. Let's see. Bitcoin Magazine, Justin, President Trump announces he's creating a crypto strategic reserve with no mention of Bitcoin, right? So I think what actually happened here, which is kind of interesting, is they talked about the reserve, right? And then they saw this pushback immediately. And you know, social media kind of affects Trump and his staff. They're very aware of what's going on it. And that's why David Sachs had to come out an hour later, not really rapid, but an hour in political time, that's pretty fast. Consisting of Bitcoin. That's the first thing he says. Has announced a crypto strategic reserve consisting of Bitcoin. And that, I think, is going to be the great news for us in the long run here. President Trump says, obviously, Bitcoin will be included in the strategic reserve. Yeah, see? And obviously, Bitcoin Ethereum. And as other valuable cryptocurrencies, right? So, again, social media loves to poke a fight, but Trump had to respond to it, and I think that's very, very important, because he should have said Bitcoin. I wonder if there was a character limit, but I would have to feel like he has a special account where he doesn't have to worry about the same amount of characters as me and you. Brooks News is talking about it. Jack the Ripper, don't know who that is, but probably somebody important. Bitcoin Archive, right? So we're seeing some special stuff here, and I'm really excited about it. The news came out of nowhere. Could you imagine holding a short on Bitcoin, right? Like imagine shorting Bitcoin over here because it's a big level of resistance and you're just waiting for it to tumble down. Then all of a sudden, Trump comes out here and says, hey, Bitcoin strategic national reserve for cryptocurrency, right? And then you just see your short go whoop, 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 whoop. That'd be a painful experience. But I don't think nobody should have really been shorting here, only because the 4-hour chart was bullish here. You want to wait till the 4-hour chart gets bearish in these circumstances. Right there, even if it goes up a little bit more, you still got that nice little trade going on for you. All right, so let me go back. Excuse me, let me go back over here very fast. Here's the 15-minute chart. I think what I want to see is actually the coin market charts or the data. You guys can see up to the 30 days. Okay. So actually for this, let's get rid of the 1 hour. I don't think we really need that. Oh, I forgot I gotta do it like that. Okay. Last 24 hours, 88 is up 64%, 63%. XRP is up 33. IOTA is up 30. WIF is up 25. Algorand is up 23. Movement is up 22. I mean, let's just go down the list here. I'm not going to say it all, of course, but you can see everything is doing great. I'm curious to see what happens with this official Trump, because I'm wondering if I don't think technically Trump owns the official Trump token. So what if the government actually buys his token? How does that actually look? Does it actually happen? I don't know, but it could be interesting. No, you do not. My session expired. I never even started one. Let's see. Aave. Yeah, I mean, everything is pretty much going up. Dogecoin's making a good move here. Pepe's still having a good move. AI is making a bump back here. Let me go back over here, though. So the only things that are not moving right now is Maker. And Litecoin. Litecoin's not really making a move. Leo. So there's still a few things that maybe have only made very small moves here. But for the most part, we see a lot of stuff moving, a lot of money being made. And I think for all of us, we're all breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief, because a lot of people over the last week, if you guys recall, a lot of influencers, they were selling all their shit because they thought Bitcoin was going to go back down to back down here to the support level. Probably best to zoom out for this, right? Yeah, there we go. They were hoping it might go down more, and so they could buy as much stuff as they wanted to, and then kind of watch it possibly go back up. But all of a sudden, boom, we have a nice little pop here. Again, a few things to note. Bitcoin is still bearish. We have not broken out or anything like that yet. The last time we tested out this line, it did not end well. You know, I think if we're lucky here, maybe the next week or so we have an opportunity to break out, but I wouldn't anticipate it happening tomorrow. Unless there's like a follow-up announcement that has a good amount of weight to it that can keep Bitcoin going in this like parabolic manner. One of the things I'm interested in for the rest of today, which is about the next 5 hours and 47 minutes and pretty much the end of the week here, is can Bitcoin close back above this 20-day moving average? You can see we've done it before. It doesn't mean as much as it used to, I would say, because of how the institutional money is flowing in here. But this could be a big test of how strong Bitcoin is for today. Because if we're not able to close above this, you could actually see a big fair value gap right here. And you could see Bitcoin coming back down to like 89,000 bucks by the end of tonight if we're not careful. On the weekly chart here, we're just trying to figure out if we can close above the 20-week moving average. And so far we are. Again, usually when we close down below this, it doesn't end well. We don't like have these big catastrophes like we talked about before. But what ends up happening is we just kind of get sluggish for a while. Sluggish, sluggish, sluggish. And it goes back all the way over to here, right? We start breaking down. It wasn't a catastrophe here, right? We were just taking a pullback after a monster, off of a monster move. But what happened was it ended up just kind of going sluggish for a while. Then, I mean, COVID happened, but if you can imagine COVID wasn't there, we just turned into a sluggish time. Same with over here. Broke down off of this one, turned into more of a sluggish time. It was only after a minute here we had that big catastrophe there. So that's usually what I'm looking at here. Can we avoid that sluggishness? And again, the fundamentals of the market, besides the reserve, they're still not great because of the interest rates and that type of scenario or that type of news there. But if we just have the government like propping up the market because they're buying shit ton of assets, we'll be okay. Bitcoin will be okay. Even a lot of these altcoins will be okay. But not every altcoin will be, of course, accepted into this national reserve, you know, as it wills. But I still think it's a good day for all of us. So if you guys have any comments, let me know. We're going to be chill here for a little bit. I'm not trying to be too crazy with all this. Let me see. Doge not mention anyone have theories on the why? From what I understand, he forgot to mention freaking Bitcoin. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's other things that he didn't say. As far as I see it, I'm sure that Elon is going to have a part in that, probably. But for now, yeah, feel free to speculate. Hey, man, it's happy to see you. Hoover Crypto Christmas, very much so right now. Excuse me. Ooh. And hey, Peter, yep, that weekly chart is crazy. Can I buy 500 XRP or ADA? Should. See, for me, I'm much more of a dollar cost averager at this point in time because the market is still overall bearish. Now, if you were doing dollar cost averaging over the last few days and weeks, of course you're very happy now, but I would be careful buying ADA after it shoots up 50% in like the last 2 hours. That's not typically where I like to buy. That's more of a fear of missing out moment, a FOMO moment. And for me, I just normally don't do too well on those types of trades personally. Now, if you're looking for a longer term thing, sure. But even then, it's usually better just to wait for it to crash and burn a little bit, like it has been, right? And then you try to go in there and make some money off of it. Elon, yeah, there you go. Danny actually has a good point. Elon is still by Trump's side. Monthly chart looks like a beginning to continue the bull run. Well, the monthly technicals are still bullish. That's why I haven't said the bear market is on. Remember, a lot of us, a few days ago, I think it was Thursday, a lot of you guys were asking me, talking about how a lot of influencers were saying that the bull market is over and there's no more reason for us to go up, right? And from a technical perspective, they were right because I said we were going to go into it. Well, for a technical perspective, I agreed there was no more reason for us to go up in the short term and the medium term because everything was more bearish and we're going to go in that slide away sloth that I keep talking about. But a lot of people were saying, oh my God, the bull market is over. And for me, I don't think that's the case until we start to see some monthly charts really giving us some bad data, right? So you see back over here in 2021, back over here is when things start to get a little bit worse, right? We started to see, excuse me, the MACD, stochastic, and RSI all start to get bearish here. Huge bearish sign for the long term here, right? This is like a year of nastiness. Pull it back over here as well. We had the death cross right around that time, right over here. Right after that death cross, nasty move. Golden cross, of course, good. That's why I'm saying, like, we don't want to have a death cross somewhere in the summertime, because that probably would lead us to go all the way back down to 50,000, if not down here to 30,000. But those death crosses here are never good signs. Never good signs, never good signs, never good signs. And then as you kind of back up a little bit right now, a bearish MACD on the weekly chart isn't like a terrible thing. It just means we're having a very slow, boring time. Again, I think people forget, like, we were doing nothing about 245 days, 35 weeks. We were doing nothing. Excuse me, except for some sideways action. Over here, we were doing nothing for about 224 days. Right? A lot of sideways action. Right now, we've been doing nothing for only 98 days. Not even half of what we usually have to deal with every time we have these nice, nice big breakouts. And you can see even when we had bearish MACDs over here, we had a little bit of a drop, sure, but it just ended up being part of that larger bearish move where we just kind of went sideways for a while, and everybody got demoralized, I guess, you know? And that demoralization, it really just gets people in a mood where they're like, okay, I'm either going to dollar cost average and then wait, or I'm just going to sell and walk away, or I'm just going to wait and just not do anything, you know? Everybody has their own camp, everybody has their own priorities, right? But at this point, it's like, damn, kind of sucks if you didn't buy anything, right? Because these moves are just insane at this point. But we've been waiting for this. We knew it was coming. Well, maybe not after that first press conference we saw, but I think it's good. Mattis, he mentioned Bitcoin theme after that tweet, Mike. Oh yeah, we talked about it. Hey, what's up, Mike? What do you think about the AMP chart? Do you think it was 0.04 waiting for the confirmation? You think it's good buy? Passed a penny a few months ago. I think AMP is good for the long term. The only thing with AMP though is because it has a lower market cap, I usually don't try to play it cycle by cycle like a lot of other tokens. It'll have these really robust moves within like 24 hours to like a week. And then during that time, I just scale out of whatever I've bought. And I'm usually pretty happy with the results of that. It's one of those tokens where if you can do like a 2% or 3% long-term leverage trade, I've always enjoyed it because, you know, if it goes down 33%, sure, you're down $100 or 100% if for the 3x leverage, right? But it'll have that big shoot up moment that'll make it all worth it. So that's one of the reasons I like AMP. Cryptocurrency, there we go. Well, I wonder if they are gonna. I wonder how they're gonna try to use this as a currency down the road. But I think for now, I'm just happy the government is like going in that direction. Before, we were not talking about this at all. Remember, you know all the lawsuits that have been coming down over the past few weeks? Tons and tons of SEC lawsuits against crypto companies have just been dropping like flies. Dropping like flies. What else am I looking at here? Any more news? No, nothing here. All right, I'm gonna get my pipe out. And oh, I'm also just gonna give a treat to Loki very fast. He has a hurt paw again, and it's freaking pissing me off. Loki, you want a treat? Yeah. See, he's being a good boy right now. There you go. Yep. Oh, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. And I'm about to pack some tobacco. Look at this pipe. I say, oh, has some tobacco on it, but what do you call it? Freaking Gandalf, man. What to do? Crypto Gandalf? I don't know. There's probably a good name for that. There's probably a good name for that right here. But yeah, we're moving in a new direction, which is great. This was a big surprise though. On a Sunday, Normally this stuff happens on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I guess they're trying to flood the waves at this point. So let me put this on here. Bitcoin's still going higher. This is the minute chart for Bitcoin. Just look about how fast everything has changed here. We've had a few consolidation points here. We're in a consolidation point now. We might actually break out and head back above 95,000. And if this continues, we might hit 97 and 98,000 bucks in the next few hours. This is a pretty big move we're seeing right now. If we were to break down below this order block, kind of around 92,000 bucks, then I think we'd have to a little bit more of a consolidation. But as I see it right now, we're doing perfectly well. Look at that 15-minute chart. And again, 4-hour chart, we're getting close to that trend line, and that trend line's been a pain in the ass. We've had this trend line all the way since, what? January 30th. We tried to attack it once and it did not go well. It did not go well at all. But perhaps we can have it go well this time for us. You know what I mean? Alright. Now let me get some tobacco in here. Light a match. If I can figure out how to do it though. Let me read you guys' comments though. Hey Steve, why is Bitcoin going up? Oh, somebody already answered you, but yeah, Trump reiterated it. It's crazy that like we're so sensitive to that though. I do think that we're very sensitive to that. Like the fact that he didn't say Bitcoin was the first thing that everybody noticed, and then he had to come back out a little bit later saying obviously Bitcoin's going to be in there. But everybody was concerned. If anything, like, you know, if anything right now, guys, he could have been golfing. He could have been watching, you know, CNN or MSNBC or ABC News, CBS News. He could have been listening to them instead of listening to the crypto community and our complaints about not saying Bitcoin. And he listened, which is great, right? Or somebody on his team listened and they let him know. And he came out and reiterated it, saying, hey, obviously Bitcoin's there. And then, of course, his crypto czar, David Sachs, also came out and said, oh, my God, yeah, you know, there's also going to be Bitcoin there as well. So by having that, I think that we're in a much just better spot. I mean, I'm not shy about sharing my opinions about the market and what I think needs to happen for Bitcoin to go sky high and stuff like that. It's mostly built around inflation, interest rates, Bitcoin dominance, and very overall boring topics that must be talked about, but of course, very, very boring. So when we finally have a news event there to help us out, I just appreciate it. I just appreciate it a lot. Do you think we're going to smash back down to local lows for Bitcoin or bull resume safely? So right now, we've never exited the bull market run here. So right now, we're so technically in a bull market, we just have, again, these long, slothy, boring, long consolidation periods that just drive us crazy. And we just haven't been able to get out of that sloth, right? I believe it's just all these new institutional investors loading up as retail gets bored, and all of a sudden it pops back up. And then once it breaks out, retail kind of fuels the big boom. And then after that big boom, institutional sellers get out because they've made their money. They're more disciplined than us, of course. And so they get out. And then, of course, retail stuck holding a bag, sells for the loss. It pushes Bitcoin back down. And then, of course, institutions are right back there again to buy up all that stuff that was just sold. They get their discount. Then eventually we have some big news like Trump winning, or in this case, the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. And then, you know, then of course they sell. The good thing for us right now is the majority of people on Wall Street that even if they work in crypto, they're, you know, they're at home right now. They're not really working. Now, maybe they saw this news, maybe they hopped on their laptop because they have no life like the rest of us, and maybe they're selling off some of their assets, you know, but for the most part, you know, it's been a pretty basic cycle here, and the ones that have been able to make the most money are the people that have been able to stack up crypto on these very long, boring sloths where Bitcoin goes sideways, Ethereum kind of goes sideways and down a little bit, same with Solana, but altcoins just get fucking hit in the face time and time again. And then when the altcoins finally do have a move, again, retail's propping those up, and you can almost see like an institutional style retail investor who is like me, who's like dollar cost averaging, then waiting for those big moves. But again, at this point, I do want to let you guys know, sure, some altcoins have had some really massive moves. There are plenty of altcoins out there that have not been making me my money back. So, you know, I'm not that great of an investor like an institutional one. Institutional ones are smart. They're just sticking with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, maybe some ADA and stuff like that. I have no idea how high ADA is going to go this cycle. That one got me. Maybe they hopped on their laptop because they have no life like the rest of us. What do you call it? You know, it's honesty. You know, the one thing I like about me as far as YouTube is I just don't. I have no incentive to be the hype up guy or like the guy that just like needs to make shit up. Like, I have friends that work on Wall Street, right? Maybe more acquaintances, but I've talked to them about the lifestyle, and it fucking sounds horrible. That's just the thing is, you make a shit ton of money, you get to go on some really great adventures and stuff like that. But like your day-to-day life is grueling because if you're not grinding, you can lose your job, and if you lose your job and you don't know how to manage your money properly, you know, that $5,000 a month apartment in New York, it becomes very pricey very, very fast. You gotta imagine, guys, if you have a $5,000 apartment in New York, that's like $60,000 a year in rent, not including all the car payments, not including the car parking, not including all that type of stuff. It's a fucking fortune. Now, of course, they're making like $300,000, $400,000 a year, so they have a lot they can put in savings and stuff like that. But you know, those expenses add up fast, and I know most people don't want to just move when they lose their job. It's already, you know, you're already pissed off enough. I'm with you, brother. Keep it simple and take the volatility when it's there, worth it in the long run. Oh yeah, I've just been doing this long enough. And again, I come from an options trading background, right? So options trading was always more volatile than this and a little bit more scary. The one thing I love about crypto is I'm not like, the market doesn't close. It's one of the best things about cryptocurrency that people don't seem to understand. The market doesn't close. When it comes to options and things like that, you know, I place a trade right before the market closes. There could be some disaster that befalls the United States, and I don't have the ability to like hop on my computer and sell it very, very quickly on my phone, very, very quickly, before the news starts to really spread and something, you know, and the price of the asset just starts to drop, right? With Bitcoin, I'm like, no, boom, boom, boom. Within like, if I wanted to sell a position and I heard some really bad news, I could sell a position in about 5 to 10 seconds, right? That means I hop on my app. It does the little screen, the face, what do you call that? Face security swipe, whatever it is. I go to the futures page and I just hit close all, or I hit close all for the individual trade, and that's it. I mean, it's really as fast as that. Or if you want to make it a little bit fancier, you can do a limit order real fast, but I mean, sometimes the limit order just makes you lose even more money, right? Because you do the limit order, it's already past the price you were talking about, gotta keep on lower and lower, right? But it's not hard. It's not hard at all. And hey, Digital K, happy to see my man. Even a house in New York mortgage, 5 to 6K a month, overhead a month is like 8 to 10K. Exactly, right? Exactly. That's what makes this so crazy to me. And I'm like, dude, it's a great lifestyle while you're living it, but if you're not living it, holy shit, you're in some pain. Right now, Bitcoin's having a little bit of trouble here. I'm hoping we can kind of stay above this little support level there. Oh, I got the magnet on. There we go. Right there. If not, we might come back down here for a little bit. Back to the $90,000 range. Let me see. Any more from Watcher Guru? No, nothing new. Let's go over here very fast. Coffee prices have surged to the highest level in nearly 50 years. I don't know if coffee's gotten more expensive. I don't think it has. Maybe it has. Sorry, I follow a lot of conservative and anti-conservative and liberal pages now because I'm working with Opus Clip to post videos and stuff like that. So I basically try to spend like half an hour a day posting on X now, but it's videos and stuff like that. I mean, look at this. You have the wrong cards. You don't have the cards. That was a crazy argument. Okay, back over here. Search. Trending. Oh, wait. Emergency summer in London. Oh, okay. There we go. Let me, hold on.
I'm not sure if the Lord is above, but I know your mother is alive in the stories you love that you read to us when we were little until we were grown, and I'm gonna pass them on when I got some kids of my
own. Gotta light this and make it special. I forgot my tool for this to poke it down. Maybe this will work. Oh well, I'll relight it in a second. It has a small ember, but it's not enough. So breaking down, Trump has announced crypto to the reserve. He had include Solana, XRP, and ADA. Bitcoin and Ethereum will also be included. Ooh, this is cool. Insider trading on Trump's crypto reserve announcement. Yesterday, a whale went 50x long on Bitcoin and Ethereum using just $4 million to create a $200 million position. Jesus. He has now closed most of his trades, ranking in over 6.8 million in a day. His timing perfectly aligned with Trump's Truth Social post confirming the U.S. crypto reserve. Wow. I mean, it could have been coincidence. I mean, he could have been lucky on the day trade. Let's see. Yeah. I think it's probably more coincidence because we just talked about the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart was giving you a little bit of a... Oh, I'm sawing this long. There you go. The 4-hour chart was giving you a bullish sign temporarily. Maybe he was surprised by the pop, but I think it was a rational choice to make a trade there before the announcement even came. Let's see. Dude, where are all these products at? You see all these products that they have nowadays? Look at all these cool products they have. I don't use any of this stuff, but it just looks nice. It's a nice UI. Something is brewing. Somebody longed nearly 200 million of Bitcoin Ethereum on 50x leverage. People with that kind of capital have access to information the average investor does not. Next week will be huge. Right? He said he's going to say it's going to be this week is going to be huge, right? Or next week's going to be huge. Dude, the guy knew it was happening much sooner than that. Yeah, I need to follow this guy down, but let's see. And obviously Bitcoin. Yeah, for real. Someone opened a $123 million long on Ethereum and $72 million long on Bitcoin with 50x leverage. He knows something. Huh. Now everybody's talking about it. Okay, yeah. Just give us, let's see some Bitcoin and Ethereum, poor guy. Oh, Jesus. We're so fucked. Oh, this is from Alex Jones, too. Yeah, I need to repack this. Sweet, if we get 90K for support again. For now, it's going to be hard only because of the weekly chart. So what you could actually see is a couple more weeks of us playing around. But the goal for today, I want to stress this. Right now, the 20-week moving average is at 92,078. We want to stay above that for the rest of the day. We're currently about 400 bucks above that. So very close. However, as we go into next week, we're probably going to cross back above and below the 20-week moving average quite a bit. But the goal for this next week, for next Sunday, is to make sure we bounced off of this. Even if we have a dip like we just saw, like, you know, this past week, we still want to see that Bitcoin finds a way to have a green week next week, which is going to be very, very important. Because if we don't, it's going to be rough. It's going to be very freaking rough. And I'm hoping, even if we do manage to break down below this, we don't really break down below this support level, which is in the mid 80s. Now, we broke down below it, but closing below it and, you know, breaking down below it are two completely different things. Let's see, back over here. Oh, there's the tumble. I told you guys I don't want to have us break down below there. Yeah, we're headed back down a little bit now. Let me see. Ethereum breaking back down a little bit here. Solana, Doge, yeah. Seeing some small breakdowns here. Dollar index is not open back up yet, but it might even shoot up a little bit tomorrow morning. Yeah. There you go. And I saw, yeah, definitely feeling a little bit better. I'm having some allergies right now, which kind of sucks on top of it all. Loki hurt his paw. Not that the pad like he normally does, but on top of it. I think he cut it on something outside. So I'm going to go on a search in there for my ankles a little bit better to try to figure out what's going on. I was like really up close to him, and I forgot he had been running through the bushes and shit. So he got some pollen on him, and I sniffed up said pollen, and now my nose is fucking closed. And yeah, I'm smoking a freaking pipe. I'm just a fucking weird guy. But yeah. Let's see. I should just use a lighter for this one, honestly. But I bought these long matches when I was in San Antonio last week, and man, God, they're fucking awesome. Ooh, that's a little bit hot. Now what I need to do is pump this down. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I kind of rather be sick. I was sick a little bit last week, but I was able to take a shit ton of zinc and Sudafed and NyQuil every few hours, and I was good. Or every day. I wasn't taking it every hour. But this allergies, it's a whole different game for me. Whole different game. Let's see. Solana's up 16%. We're seeing a small breakdown there as well. WIF is up. WIF is still going higher. Oh, what happened to STMX on here? Okay, well, we're gonna trash that one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, okay, I didn't do it. Sorry. There's a thing where if you actually click one of these buttons up here, it rearranges everything. And there's a way to get it back to normal. But I always just forget what it is and how to make it go back to it. But there's a lot of fun stuff you can do in this side. Table view. Right? I like it like that. Some people like it like that. To me, that looks fucking hideous. Yeah, just hideous. But some people like it. There we go. All right. Yeah, so we are seeing Bitcoin breakdown, everybody. You're going to see it. Jesus, I keep on drawing these little dots on the screen. That's fine. There you go. That's probably what we're going to try to bounce back off and see if we can have a breakout over the next hour or so. Damn. Also, I feel like I didn't say this yet, and maybe I should have. If you guys did have any dollar cost averages that are making you some money right now, and you just kind of feel inclined to scale out just so you can lock in some profit after this abysmal last few weeks, feel free to do that while you still have a great opportunity where you know for a 100% chance, like if you were to sell something right now, you're going to lock in something. You guys don't have to. I did it, which is why I took a half an hour extra from when I like set my stream up to when I started streaming. So if you guys want to do that, make sure to go do that. Although, you know, when I was doing it, it was like back over here. It's the same thing. You know, I didn't sell at the top. I'm never that lucky. And hey, Verla, PC is running well. It's kind of weird, to be honest, because when I turn on the PC and I put on Google, the GPU is usually running at like 55 Celsius with nothing happening but Google. Now, if I go to my MSI Afterburner and I max at the fans, it goes straight to 25. It's like really cold. It's great. But for some reason, when I start my computer up and I don't have the fans automatic running, yeah, it gets kind of toasty for no reason. Not sure why. That's fine. I'm actually looking at those AMD graphics cards in case I can find one. The Nvidia ones are still having some issues. And hey, consulting, Fartcoin's good for day trading if you ask me. Maybe if you want to do a longer term hold on it. For me, it's usually not a weekly dollar cost average. It's more of like, oh my God, this thing has gone down like 50% over the past few weeks, past few months. Now I'm going to buy some because I know people love Fartcoin enough that when the market does eventually rally, we do eventually have an altcoin season. Then the Fartcoin is going to make me a lot of money. That's the way I view Fartcoin. I don't even worry about the day-to-day technical analysis too much about it. It's better just to own some after it's come down quite a bit, and then let it sit, make you some money, and then boom, you're good to go. Okay. Forget candles. Oh, there's my lighter. It's not even in the box. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Gandalf the white, no. Gandalf the black, no. Gandalf the green. That's what we are. Gandalf the green. Fartcoin is the future. It's Google equals shit. I know, right? I've had friends tell me to use a lot of different operating systems, like or whatever you call these things, browsers. I got Google. I got Firefox. Firefox works better for me with certain things. And then I got like Opera, but I hate Opera. It's too different from Google. You just got, if you want to get me, you got to copy Google and just make it better. That's basically, if you want me to like finally move browsers, you have to make a different, like a better version of Google, because I'm not going to be looking for a new UI and shit like that. All right, let me see if there's any more news here. This is true. Let's see. And yeah. They say they love me, but they envy me. I gotta keep it on me, cause I be on my lonely. Tryna get me down, bad, these pussy niggas phony. I gotta keep it on me, cause I be on my lonely. Tryna catch me down, bad, these pussy niggas phony. She like boss niggas. Not much new news from what I see here now. X, the app X is very, very good. The website for X is really, really bad because it never, there should be a button here that says like latest messages. So like if I go over here to my page, see how it says show 70 posts? Those are new posts since the last time I checked. I click on it and then boom, 2 minutes ago, Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is the foundation of the crypto economy. That's all I fucking want to know. I just want to know what the latest shit is, but they don't have it for the topics on trending, and they should. Whereas if I'm on my app, I just like scroll it down and it does a little loading thing, and then it kind of uploads the next stuff. The website needs something like that. Let's see. 7 years ago, Trump warned NATO that they one day regret buying Russian oil. Oh, this is all political stuff. Damn. Elon. Let's see. My feed's not even crypto right now. Oh, here's Sam is doing something. Florida, we out here. Smart to put him in a freaking life jacket though. Looks nice though. I've never been a boating guy. A yacht, yeah, you'll find me on yachts. A boat like this size, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't like the motion of the ocean. This image is not real and has been digitally altered. President Trump did not post this. But Can you imagine if he did? This will be a tremendous alt season like you have never seen before. It will be so great they will call it the Trump season. What in the actual fuck? Yeah, that's a good point. A U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Solana, and ADA. I'll make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world again. We are making America great again. V-shaped recovery was 109K at the top, and was February the dip and started a bear market, or was February a normal bull market dip and we will see a V-shaped recovery next towards the new all-time highs above 109K? V-shaped recovery, interesting. The thing about this is there's not really a V that came out of this. Go to the daily chart. We haven't really completed the whole cycle to make those all-time highs yet. We're part of the way there, though. And I think that's the exciting part about all this. There you go. Bitcoin's still trying to move there. Let's see. No, this fucking sucks. I ain't smoking this pipe right now. Ugh. Somewhere, I have proper tools to kind of keep this lit. But I don't have them on me. So, all that huffing and puffing I didn't even get through 25% of the tobacco in here. It's supposed to be like a real long, nice smoke. But I got this pipe at a place called Kirsten Pipes in Seattle. I'd recommend them to any of you guys. They got cigars and pipes, but their cigars are more on the rare side. They got some cheaper cigars, but they got cigars on the rare side, like if I can find it. I got this Davidoff. I figure this Davidoff is like $70. Should you spend $70 on a cigar? I really don't think so. Next time Bitcoin hits all-time highs, though, I am gonna smoke a good cigar with you guys. I think I'm gonna smoke either this Bolivar Libertad, or I'm gonna smoke a Bolivar Gold Leaf, which is pretty cool. Or I might smoke this Cohiba with you. It's Cohiba, but it's a limited edition from 2017. 2017. So, got some age on it. Got some age on it. My dream is to smoke a few cigars that are older than I am, but I'm 30, so it's getting harder and harder every year. So, yeah. See. Silence from Musk about Dogecoin. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what he has to say. Elon Musk has been on more of a political tear, I would say, over the last few weeks. Let me just move this over here. Yeah, Elon Musk has been much more on a political tear, I would say. I haven't seen him talk much about cryptocurrency, but I could be wrong. You know, the way the algorithm works, I think Elon has it programmed so you see his posts a little bit more because he does have a lot of followers. But personally, I just haven't seen him talk about Dogecoin much at all, and I think he should, because again, he was a big backer of it. I wonder if he had a falling out with the Dogecoin workers or something, or he wants something from them that they're not willing to give just yet. But I do think he should talk more about them on X. He doesn't have to talk about them on the news or some shit like that, or when he's in front of Donald Trump. But like, just bring it up occasionally. Wait, what? Sorry. I also get like X messages on my what do you call? Rubio signs declaration to expedite $4 billion in arms to Israel wrongly withheld by Biden. Oh, okay. So I thought it was going to be $4 billion worth of arms to Ukraine. I was like, fuck this shit. I mean, heck, even with Israel, fuck this shit. I don't like giving money away. We need to fucking start selling this shit. Stop giving away military arms. We could literally be an arms dealer and make some good money off of it, but we choose not to be. Maybe there's an ethical reason for that. But I feel like the arms are still going, right? It's not like we're not giving people weapons to kill other people. And hey, RW, happy to see you, man. And hey, consulting, FYI, it's Tim in Rhode Island. Oh, nice, man, happy to see you, man. I think the guy in the post does not know anyone in the world can have crypto, just not the USA. See, Elon needs to go to rehab, and when he gets out, focusing on reindustrialize our country with advanced robotics. I would love to see those Tesla robots inside American factories eventually. I'm hoping they can figure out a way to, like, there should be certain jobs that they do, but I don't want them to take away all the working class jobs, because that's going to be fucking a pain in the ass to deal with later on, because that puts a big strain on our welfare system. But if you go over here to Tesla, it's one of the reasons I still own it. But I mean, look at that. You know, I'm happy I sold some of my Tesla up here, but the only reason I sold it was because, again, we were heading for, right? Anytime you hit a level of resistance, you got to shave off some, and if you buy any over here, you're making a good profit off it. Like, just say you didn't get the lows you got over here, just like middle term stuff, right? That's still 120%. Shit. I mean, like, for a stock, yeah, it's great. You take your money. Did I anticipate it falling down so much? No. I feel like Europe is about to get really pissed off, and they're going to start targeting Tesla because Elon Musk and Trump are like this, and that's no bueno for Musk when it comes to his corporation and Tesla investors. There we go. All right, we're going to do round 2. I'm trying to light this pipe up. No more matches. Let's just go straight for the. I have a very here. You guys can't see it, but I have a very small flame here, right? Let me put it in front of my face so you can actually see the color difference of blue and black. See? There you go. But it can. It can do this. Right? But that's way too much. Well, that's still too much shit. Nope. There you go. I have it set to the jets are barely taken off. That's okay. Alright, so Bitcoin's still heading for our level of support. That's fine. Right now it's currently sitting at around 92,529. Let's see. I'm just hoping for more news about what's going on here. Let's see. Bitcoin. Let's see. Not much. I hope they keep on giving us news, because that's what the market needs to really get this shit fueled off. There we go. There we go. Got nurtured a little bit. Dogecoin will always follow Bitcoin? Yeah, I mean, sure, but Elon Musk can always get what Elon Musk really did well, I think, for Dogecoin back in 2021 is when Dogecoin had these massive rallies, and when altcoins in general have these massive rallies, there comes a point where you see, how would I say this? A lot of shorts start to pile on because it's just so crazy. Like, why wouldn't you short here, even if it's with a low leverage? But what would happen is every time they try to short, and the short interest would be too high, what would end up happening is he would tweet something, and then all of a sudden Dogecoin would pop, and all those shorts would be like, "Ah, fuck," they lose all their money. So every time he tweeted about it, shorts would just get fucked, even if the technicals were like, "Oh man, this looks like a piece of shit at the moment. Next 5 hours, this is mine. Let's short this to the moon," right? Or short this to hell, I guess. But So it kind of made you not really want to short Doge. Right now, it makes a lot of sense to short Doge if Elon's not tweeting about it. Now they come out of the woodwork and like, oh damn, we can short ADA, we can short Solana, Bitcoin, whatever. We used to not be able to short Dogecoin, but now we can short it as much as we want to. And again, this has been going on for years because Elon hasn't been talking a lot about Dogecoin for years. So when am I coming to Cali? I haven't really had a reason to go to California in a minute. I know I'll be in Vegas in May. I'll be in Vegas in April. For real, damn. I'm just really having bad luck with this today. I don't know. Let me see. Crypto events calendar. I see no dates on this, so I will not be looking at it. These are not the economic calendar. Is not what I asked for. Yeah, I said events. Yeah, Pony Studio. Here we go. We're into March now. Ethereum Denver. Ethereum Denver looks fucking dead. Here we go. Here. Give me a second here. What? I'm seeing a DJ thing and I'm not seeing many people around at all. I'm just waiting to see a large group of people. Like even when they pause, that's not packed, right? Oh, BitBoy's there. His black eye looks a lot better. Maybe he's doing better himself, hopefully. There are no women in crypto. There you go. This isn't the, what do you call though? That's not the expo, but I'll take it. Shit, there's more people there. Yeah, look at that. Look how empty that hallway is. This is an expo. Look how empty all of that is. Look how empty all of that is. I honestly think the mood in crypto is really, really bad. And you saw how nobody showed up for Ethereum Denver. You know? MetaMask, yeah, who cares? This is a little bit more people. Right? That's a little bit more people, I would say. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm used to expos where there's a shit ton of people there. And when there's not a shit ton of people, I'm really like, damn, it's I probably wouldn't have liked it. I like to be where the things like the important shit is happening, and if it's not happening, I'm usually like, Crypto Expo Europe. Well, obviously, I'm not making it to Europe by tomorrow. Sydney, Australia, Poland, France. Moscow, Russia. What? Wait. Wait, why can't I copy this? Hey, can I do it now? There you go. Anybody want to go with me to Russia? Fucking speak English. There you go. How much does it cost for a ticket? Fuck does that mean? Fuck does that mean? Sure, whatever. 149 bucks. That is some dirt cheap. But hey, you know. Wow. They're doing their own thing. They are doing their own thing right now. Token 2049, that's in Dubai, that's in April. I may go to that one, may not. I need to actually get a new passport. Bitcoin 2025. Does LA or like California not have anything going on? Singapore, token 49. I'm gonna try to go to this one. Cebu Live. I guess that's all the big events, I guess, for this month, or this year. Maybe this one. Yeah, I don't see anything in LA. Blockchain, oh geez, yeah, there's not really much going on this year. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to find my way down there for something though. All of my friends that live down there, they've all moved out. They've all moved to freaking like Texas and Florida. A couple moved to Wyoming. I don't know. They're just moving all over the place. Build it this $2,500 PC, and I am playing Chrono Trigger on Steam. What is Chrono? I don't even know what Chrono Trigger is. Tion Cospa? I haven't talked about Cospa like months. Whew. That weekly chart does not look as good as other weekly charts, to be honest. It's still been dealing with that level of resistance. We never were able to break out. I think when momentum wasn't there, right? Yeah. Let's see. Whoop. Whoop. There you go. So there's not going to be much MACD and stuff like that. So let's screw that down here. So far, it hit a level of resistance and it's just been having some trouble. This is still a fairly bullish trend. It's just been more of a consolidation, right? And that consolidation right now kind of looks like that, kind of, right? I would definitely feel much more excited if this thing can have a breakout eventually. It doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon, but I would still anticipate it to happen during this cycle, if that makes sense. So going over here to the weekly charts now, not much different, but we have access to the momentum here. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Again, not really a good sign of what to look forward to here. Perhaps if this Bitcoin news continues to be more and more exciting, we can start to see some good moves here. I mean, that could be interesting, but short term, I guess you're just looking for this nice little breakout. This would give you a little bit of a breather, and this would be a day trade worth taking if you're able to make it. But again, you know, that's still going to probably take a few more days to even try to get there. You could try this one right here, but let's see. It never managed to close above it, so it's still, that's why we got rejected here actually. Yeah. And the daily is still pretty bearish as well. You got 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4. Change of character is bearish, MACD is bearish, stochastic is bearish, and RSI is bullish. That's the 1 out of 4 for you. I'd still put this in the dollar cost average territory. I mean, it looks nice. You may even find an opportunity for it to bottom out. My concern with this is, of course, the technicals are more bearish than other technicals. But when it comes back to Bitcoin here, Bitcoin itself is still bearish here, and it's not out of the woodwork yet. We're hoping that the news can keep us from going down further, right? This is the 12-day chart, right? So maybe we get lucky with that. But short term, again, even with this, Bitcoin's still bearish. We got 2 out of 2, to be 2 out of 4 here. Weekly chart is still bearish, bearish, bearish. Plus the change of character is what? It's okay for now, I would say, since we managed to get back above the support level. But I'd still say I'd just be dollar cost average mood. If you can see when that first breakout happened, that's a good day trade. The second one, another good day trade. But for me, what I think is good about Cospa is it's strong, kind of like a Pepe to me. So I'd just rather hold it for the long term here. And it's, you know, it's at a pretty good price if you wanted to buy it for the cheap. There you go. We might actually have another big move here pretty soon. Looks ugly? Yeah, I mean, but there's still hopes. There's some hope there, but yeah, it just doesn't look that great. But I'd still be buying some. It's not like Cosmo. Feeling a lot like Trump coin launch, locking some profits for sure. Lots of people will look for, towards Friday. But yeah, like I said, I already sold some off. Like, we could continue going higher and I could be losing out on some profits, but god damn it, we've had some really nasty drops over the past few weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if we have another big drop coming up, you know what I mean? Like, just why not take like a little bit of profit and just make sure you're happy, right? Just make sure you're happy. And then I'll go with you to California. What do you call? Cali is always a nice time. I have money in SUI, XRP, Lincoln Doge. I'm trying to at least 2-3x in the next 6 months. I think that's definitely possible. For me, it's more of just like not having real specific expectations on when you want it to happen. So you said next 6 months, that's great. Some people say I want it to triple in like the next 5 weeks. And I'm like, dude, it's gonna take longer than that. It's gonna take much, much longer than that. And if you're not careful, you're gonna get pissed off at it. Oh, I let it die by talking too much. That's my favorite thing about pipes though. You can let it die. I normally don't let my cigars die, or I can let them sit for a longer period of time. But this stuff, you can let it die. Let's see. Right here. How's the Ethereum looking? Ethereum went back to being flat. Solana more flat, a little bit of a dip, but still flat. Dogecoin's still okay. I'm very curious to see what happens with the Trump token. I wonder if I should buy some more. Yeah. Probably, yeah. I might. If it breaks down from here and consolidates a little bit, I'll probably try to buy some up. Not as a leverage trade, just as a little bit of a spot, like, you know, buying something to see what happens with it. Especially if Trump's gonna be much more vocal when it comes to cryptocurrency. I think that's like the only thing, that's the only thing that's been able to move his token. That's it. Not him talking about, not the big battle between him and Zelensky, or him meeting Keir Starmer or Macron and stuff like that. It's been the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the stream right now. Bitcoin still looks pretty good here. Looks like the chat's gonna died out a little bit. I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready for my haircut that I have to go to a little bit later on. I'm gonna be at a cigar lounge later on tonight or today. I'm thinking of trying to go live during it, or at least making a couple videos. Maybe it'll just be videos. I gotta be respectful to other members because it's a private club and they pay some good money to be there. So I'll probably just record myself talking to you guys. They don't mind that. I just want to do like a prolonged thing. And you guys will hear me a little bit later on today. And if I'm lucky, I'll do a later night stream if I have time, but I think I will. I think maybe tonight, if I get back at a reasonable time, I'll be able to play some games with you or something. We'll just chill and talk about all the crazy stuff that's been happening. Maybe I'll find a game that I can play, but it might just be Cyberpunk. All my other games are pretty boring, like Kingdom Come and stuff like that. So see you guys a little bit later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hop on X if you want to learn more, because I think all the other influencers are out in Denver, or you see Lifer out there in Florida, of course. Oh, Tom Crown's live. Yeah, he's live right now. Bitcoin Reserve, Bitcoin Ethereum Explode. So he may be talking about that.